Hello you guys, good morning. I did not plan on vlogging today, as you can tell by my flip-floppy bun, my frizzy hair, and my face and whatnot. I can't even remember the last vlog that I edited and uploaded. It must have been dropping off Coco to Kenzie in Banff. There's been a gap between when I filmed that and today, so I actually thought I was going to be taking the next few weeks off because I had a week kind of, off from the city in the Kootenays. I went back to see Jessie for a week. I didn't film any of that. And then just yesterday morning, I got up, I packed up again, and I drove back to Calgary to sleep on Grandma Grumble's teal couch. And this morning, I am literally waking up, repacking up my car, and driving to Edmonton. So my next sitting gig is at a place in Edmonton, which I've taken you guys up to with me before, to pug sit the Mott's Grumble, maybe Morty and Monster. So we're heading up there again. It's in a different part of the city. It's actually quite central. And this sit is pretty special because it is a pug that I rescued back when Grumble Farm was operating as a legitimate pug rescue and rehoming assistance organization. So some of you might not know Grumble Farm's history, but Grumble Farm started as a full-fledged pug rescue organization, and that was sort of a passion project of mine that was born out of some severe mental health issues at the time, but it was something that I started doing as a result of just the number of years that I spent in the cancer industry, let's call it. It was a passion project of mine that I did, and I'm sure a handful of you were following along at that time. It was a crazy time. I was a much different person, but Sophie, her name was Zoe when she was surrendered to me from her previous owner, was a little bit of a tricky case for me. I'm not gonna go too much into detail about her now, but I'm pretty sure she was my very, very last rescue before I ceased taking intakes, and that was because my long-term relationship abruptly ended, and I can't and I won't get into this story now. But anyway, Sophie was my very last rescue from that time in my life, and she was a tricky one to rehabilitate and heal up and get all well, but I rehomed her with Elena, who lives in Edmonton, and it's just kind of crazy that I get to see her again after, I think it's been 5 years. So there's Sophie, and then there is her brother Jackie, and Jackie is a Boston Terrier. So anyway, I have Fern and Ivy here. Fern has been giving me some issues. She's just been concerning me a little bit with some stuff that she's been doing. She has been screaming bloody murder at the top of her lungs randomly out of nowhere, and she's having some skin issues at the same time. So I'm not sure if it's connected to this vet appointment that I just took her to in Calgary. It was an emergency vet appointment that cost me over $700. So I'm really hoping it's not connected to that, meaning I'm hoping it's not neurological or it's not connected to symptoms of IVDD. So I've been stressing about that for sure. I have her on some gabapentin for nerve pain, and I have a couple of other things in my toolkit. I have some antihistamines for her, some prescription antihistamines in case it is connected to this outbreak of hot spots she has on her back. And I did just switch her food to this new brand and this new protein, so I'm not sure if she's having a reaction to it and she's just so incredibly uncomfortable that she's screaming out in pain, or if she's screaming out of pain due to osteoarthritis or nerve pain or some kind of neurological issue. I don't know. And the thing that stresses me out obviously is her health and her well-being, but also looming $10,000 vet bills is always a looming stress. So anyway, I traveled with her yesterday and she was a doll. She was perfect. She didn't do anything. She just slept the whole way. And last night was great, and so far so good. So it's fine. But once I get to Edmonton, I'm for sure just going to scout out the area and make sure that I know where the closest emergency vet is. And just Elena left me information for her regular vet for Sophie and Jackie, so there'll be that information. But it's always just a little bit stressful going to a new city. Edmonton's not really a new city, but it's definitely a new area, and I don't know anything about Edmonton's services or amenities, but it's always just stressful traveling with senior pugs and not having a vet that nearby, even if we're just out here for short periods of time, before going back to the Kootenays where our regular vet is. So thankfully, whenever Fern goes to the vet here, they forward all of her information and records over to our vet where we are, and she'll contact me and ask me how things are going and how she's doing and stuff. So I have her as a contact. She's just very far away right now, so I'm hoping nothing comes up and nothing happens. Yeah, so I'm at my mom's. Last night, I got here in the evening. My mom and I ordered Chinese takeout from this really authentic Chinese restaurant called Clay Pot Rice in Calgary. It's just nearby to where my mom lives, and it was delicious. So we ordered that, we went to pick it up, and we came back and we enjoyed dinner together, had some wine, and then I basically went straight to bed. But before we went to bed, my mom brought Ivy up on her bed here that I'm sitting on, brought her up to just have a little snuggle, and Ivy peed on her bed. Just this huge, long huge pee. And my mom, okay, the funniest part about this is that my mom had literally just finished doing her laundry, and she doesn't have laundry in her apartment. She lives in an apartment building with a laundry room, and it's all the way down on the first floor, and she lives on the 4th floor. I'm sure you guys might be familiar with the 5 levels of stairs that I have to go up, carrying Fern and Ivy individually, sometimes doing them twice. So like 10 flights of stairs basically. Carrying her laundry up and down 5 flights of stairs. She decided to do her bedding last night, and like the whole kit and caboodle, like fitted sheet, flat sheet, pillowcases, comforter, blankets, even like the mattress protector, which is really heavy. So she decided to just do it all because she hadn't washed it in a little while, and she had just made her bed, and I could hear her. I was on the teal couch and I could hear her in the bedroom like, oh, fresh sheets, so nice. Like, you know that feeling of having fresh sheets, the best. It's the best, right? And probably 5 minutes later, less than 5 minutes later, you hear my mom yell out, and she didn't yell at Ivy. Ivy was actually already, she had put her down and like wandered off, but Ivy had peed on the bed, and it was, yeah, kind of out of character for her. But this morning when my mom left for work at like 7:15, I got up and I stripped her bed and everything, like right down to the mattress protector. I put it near the front door, and I am gonna load up her laundry card and do her laundry this morning before I leave for Edmonton, because I don't have to leave until later this afternoon. So I'm gonna make her bed up nice and fresh again, because I feel so bad. What are we doing? Did you get snapped at by Nina? Are you screaming bloody murder out of nowhere? Are you peeing on Grandma Grumble's bed? Fresh bed sheets? My word. Okay, we're gonna do that. I have to go pick up some raw dog food from Homes Alive, which is nearby as well, so that I can bring that with me to Edmonton, so I don't have to source a place to buy raw dog food. I would just prefer to go to somewhere I know with the dog food that I like and that works for Fern. So I'm gonna pick up some dog food. I'm gonna pick up my mom some coffee creamer and some more coffee for myself, just some supplies. I'm just gonna go run and get some supplies around Calgary while I'm here before I go, and then yeah, we're gonna take that drive again up to Edmonton. Hopefully I don't have to pee as badly as I did in the last vlog that I went up to Edmonton when I was sitting the Mott's Grumble. I'm going to pee my pants! That's the plan for today. And so I randomly today, when I was stripping my mom's bed, I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of a funny story. Maybe I could just vlog about today, even though I wasn't planning on it. I'm actually not planning about vlogging these next 3 weeks because I need to get caught up on so much editing, and I just don't want to waste any time like actually adding more vlog projects to edit into my editing queue. I'm there for 3 full weeks, so I'm probably going to pick up my camera and vlog maybe a couple of times, but I'm not going to be vlogging as much as I did when I was at Shay's. And also, I've been second guessing vlogging a lot because creating them and filming them and editing them is a lot of work, and how many people actually watch them is sort of like heartbreaking. And I'm trying to get over that expectation of, expectations are a tough lesson for me in this lifetime, but I'm trying to get over my expectations of people taking the time to watch them, because I know that they are long and not everyone's into that, but I don't understand it because I love vlogs. That's why I do this. I was so inspired by other people that I know that vlog and that are so entertaining and like just interesting to watch and follow along with. I was like, hey, I have an entertaining, interesting life that like people seem to like on Instagram. Like, I'm gonna vlog about this on YouTube because it's just a better platform for me for that. And yeah, I've been doing it for a few months now, and it's just been, I don't know, it's been hard. It's been tricky. It seems like the only videos that people want to watch are updates about Jesse's brain tumor journey, but whenever I post about like my adventures with the hugs and stuff like that, it just feels like nobody's watching. And I know you're watching. If you're watching this, you're watching, and honestly, you're all that matters. So thank you for being here. I am going to get this laundry going, and yeah, I'll just take you guys along with me throughout the day.
animals are coming to mind is perfect. And just invite them in to share this beautiful space of healing light we're going to create with our breath. And we imagine they can move freely in and out of the space. It's completely up to them. They will lead. And then you can just rest your hands either on your lap, or you can rest them on your lower belly if that feels more comfortable. And I want you to bring your awareness to your hara. This is your energy center 2 or 3 finger widths below your navel. It's in the center of your physical body. And I want you to imagine that's a beautiful light radiating outwards. So breathing in through your nose, through your crown, pure and clear light, beautiful healing light, all the way down, filling your body to the hara. Just before you exhale, imagine that light is brightening in every cell of your being, dissolving any stress, and all you can feel now is all is well.
So I just finished this second meditation that Kathleen was teaching in this week of the Animal Reiki course that I'm taking. The first one that I just filmed a little clip of me doing was called the Reiki Space Meditation, and then she went on to lead us through a second meditation called the Healing Bridge Meditation. And the way she was describing the Healing Bridge Meditation was really resonating with me, because she told a story about her dog Dakota, who has passed away and gone to the Rainbow Bridge, and she created this meditation for or with the guidance of Dakota. And so it's very focused around pet loss grief and connecting with pets and animals and dogs from the past and whatnot. So obviously when we went into this meditation and we were thinking of which animals to call in, I called in Jonas. And you're sitting in gasho, so you're sitting with your hands like this, and it's all about like kind of body, mind, heart connection and like oneness and you know, all those sort of nice fuzzy feeling things. I called in Jonas, and the meditation was really, really beautiful. And there's this part where, you know, you're doing some breathing exercises and some breathing techniques and strengthening your hara, which is an energy center in the lower part of your belly, right beneath your belly button. And at one point she asks you to put your hands on your heart, and basically what I envisioned is pulling out, like gently withdrawing a rainbow. It was kind of like a Reiki and meditation is so interesting to me because all of these visualizations kind of come to me, and it's so bizarre. It feels like I'm on psychedelic drugs and I just love it. But it almost felt like I was, and now that I'm looking at my shirt actually, oh my gosh, this is what it felt like. It felt like I was pulling out the colors of my shirt and of Grumble Farm's logo, and you pulled them out like taffy. That's what it looked like to me and felt like to me. It pulled out like taffy to extend a bridge. In my brain I was thinking rainbow bridge. Grumble Farm's logo isn't necessarily rainbow colors, but it is, you know, rainbow shape. And so it's like I was pulling out the Grumble Farm bridge like taffy, sticky taffy, and offering it for Jonas to connect with and Jonas to step over. And I put my hands down here and I saw Jonas walk up to the bridge, and I saw his funny little face, this one particular expression I remember of his where he was curious and intrigued about something, but he wasn't quite convinced yet. Like he wasn't quite convinced to do the thing or to come forward or to listen to a command. Like he was a very stubborn little pug. Like he did what he wanted when he wanted to do it. And I felt a little heartbroken because as Kathleen was guiding the meditation, she was saying, like, if your animal or your pet decides not to cross the bridge, then that's okay. They might just stand there looking at you, or they might put one paw on the bridge, or they might run across the bridge and jump into your heart. And so of course I'm thinking, like, I'm visualizing Jonas and I want him to run across and jump into my heart, obviously. And when he wouldn't come and he was just kind of staring at me, it just felt really sad. And I was like, why aren't you running? Like, why aren't you running into my arms? And he looked at me and he gave me that expression, and then he started running away, and I was literally heartbroken. Like I started to cry, my eyes started to well up with tears. And as I was watching him run away, I remember looking at his cute little butt, his like fuzzy, cute, weird little butt. And as his little body got smaller and smaller, the environment, or his environment, came into focus. And he was at Beaumont Park, which is our favorite park here in Calgary that we went to throughout his life, and he was chasing a train. So a train came by right at his opportunity to come across the bridge, and he chose to turn around. He saw the train, he chose to turn around and chase the train into, like, so far that he was just like this little speck on the path. And that's a memory that I have with Jonas that I used to share, you know, on the internet all the time. He was obsessed with trains. He was so triggered by trains, and he would chase them, literally psychologically thinking that, like, it was within his power to make the train go away because the train was moving and he was barking at it and running at it, and it would eventually go away. And as soon as the train was out of sight, he would turn around and come back. And I delighted in every instance where he did that, because I was very aware that there would be one day when he wouldn't be able to run like the wind like that after trains. You can ask my mom. I used to tell her every single time, like, look at Jonas, look at him run. And, you know, eventually Jonas lost his ability to walk, and he wasn't able to stand or run or walk at all. So those memories are like, you know, I'm crying a little bit because it's emotionally overwhelming, but those memories are precious to me. Like, they're my best memories with Jonas, rather than the memories I have of the last few months of his life, which are the memories that we tend to think about the most because they're the most recent and they're the most emotionally potent, I think. So in a way, even though Jonas didn't, you know, run across the bridge to me like I wanted him to, I feel like he gave me that memory of a happier time, which I've been, or like just a stronger time, like him in his prime. And to see him and to visualize him actually being able to run in a place that he loved so much like that. That was clearly what he wanted to show me, and I'm so grateful that he did. It wasn't what I expected, but I hope you guys aren't too turned off by the fact that I cry when I talk about Jonas, or that I, you know, cry in these vlogs. It's never meant to make you guys sad. I'm just sharing my experiences, and I'm kind of motivated to share like this Reiki training journey or experience, and it just felt, I don't know, it felt right to turn my camera on and just talk about what I experienced in that meditation, because this class isn't live, it's just pre-recorded, and you know, otherwise I would have shared that like live with my classmates. But I'm sharing it with you. Anyway, I'll be back.
Gonna put Ivy in her kennel. She goes right in there. Hey, sweetie, you ready? You love it in there. Yeah. Little Miss Fern is here. Can you move your bum, sweetheart? We're just gonna close this for Ivy. Here you go, love. All right, let's go get a bubble tea.
So I am absolutely devastated because they are closed on Mondays. I guess we're going to Starbucks. just looking back on the last probably 5 clips that I filmed on this trip up to Edmonton, just catching random stuff along the way, and the audio was all messed up. It was like making this humming sound and you couldn't hear my voice at all. So the microphone might not have been clicked in all the way, I don't know, but like the last 5 clips that I just filmed are toast. Like I don't know what just happened. I'm glad it was just the last 5 and not the rest. But anyway, we're at the Wetaskawin Rest Stop. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's a pretty nice rest stop. It's got lots of picnic tables and lots of grass and open space, but it doesn't have a little gas station or corner store, and I wanted to get like a snack. There's just a random small little diner over there that has breakfast and lunch and dinner kind of thing, and I am getting so hungry. The only thing that I've had to eat today is those eggs on the leftover Chinese food, the clay pot rice. And I can't stop thinking about what I want to eat tonight. And I don't think I'm gonna have enough time by the time I get to Edmonton, get all settled in and get the dogs all taken care of. I probably won't be able to or won't want to go to the grocery store and pick up ingredients to cook dinner tonight. So I've been thinking about what I want to order in and what I'm craving. And that's all I've been thinking about on the drive so far. So I'm excited about that. I think we're about an hour and 15 minutes away. I've never been to this particular house before, so I have to look for it, which is always exciting. But yeah, we're just about to head back to the car. I took all these clips of the girls like running around in the grass and being cute, and they're just not. Maybe I'll like put them to music or something like that. I don't know what to do, but the sound was definitely messed up. So we're gonna head back and just yeah, keep on going. Edmonton gives me a crazy amount of anxiety. Downtown Edmonton, driving through downtown Edmonton. I felt like I was gonna throw up. I found the place. I'm parked just outside of it. It's a very new area, so it looks like it's very much still under development. The sidewalks aren't even finished, like it's like fresh concrete. So I'm gonna park here and I'm gonna load in, and then I'm going to head out and find parking elsewhere because there are no parking signs everywhere. So I am just gonna go and see Sophie because I haven't seen her in 5 years, and go and meet Jackie, say hello. I'm not gonna bother filming it because I just don't want to add to the stress, but I'm gonna go say hello to everyone, kind of get my bearings, get my stuff in there, and then very last but very not least, get Fern and Ivy in there and do the introductions and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I'm just bringing all of my stuff in here, and I just find it hilarious how there's never any mistaking if I'm at the right house. This is Sophie. And pug people always have something pug related. I'm honestly surprised that this isn't a pug. But there she is. Yeah, how cute is that?
Hi. Are you girls ready to go meet Jackie and Sophie? Hey, Ivy, how do you feel about that? Huh? Yeah, how do we feel? All right. Well, let's get you down. It's okay, I know. You just hang on there a sec, miss. I'm just gonna put you in the grass. And then we'll grab Miss Ivy. Good girl. I'm just gonna... Yes. Where did Fern go? Are you excited? Okay, we're gonna go up this way. Fern, Fern, Fern. This way. Okay, are we ready? Hi. Hello. Okay. Let's get you in. Let's get you in. Good job. You wanna come in, Ivy? It's okay. Good girl. There we go. All right, all right. It's a little slippy, Ivy. Hi, Sophie. Checking each other out. Yeah, you're okay. Oh, it's kind of slippy. I know. This is Jackie, by the way. But he is not going to pay attention to me. Hey, so. Hi, my girl. Oh my gosh, look at you. Hi, baby. All right, you want to try that again? Oh, slippy dippy. It's okay. I'll put the blanket down for you. Hey, Jackie, who's that? Do you need your rope? Do you need your new house rope? There you go. It's Ivy's staying at Sophie and Jackie's house rope. Good girl. That's such a good, happy girl.
Hey, Jax, did you lose your pants? Did you... What's this all about? Hey? Hey, cutie? Oh my gosh. There's a slideshow on the wall and these adorable vintage like paintings of these pugs and dogs keep coming up. I don't think I've seen them all, but it's the first time I've seen this one. It's so cute.
Is that your banana bed? It's perfect. That's so good, Sophie. Look at you with your little dangly leg. Oh, I'm so happy to be here with you, sweetheart.